Yo.
Yo.
I don't know how it's Thursday, but it's Thursday.
It's right. I'm like,
It came up
Speaking of-
quick.
it's going really fast. I apologize about the stupid intro music. They don't have the option for me to choose the song or whatever.
Yeah, we can't play videos anymore. It's
Sadly, like, they're like, we're improving it. We're gonna make some new improvements, and then they get rid of the old stuff. And it's like, thanks.
Just getting worse and worse.
yep.
God, what is? Oh,
Now you're gone. Now you're
What's going on
back.
with Dan today?
Yeah.
my computer. I was telling him before I got started. My computer. I come into my office to like get set up, and my computer's on a bootloader screen. And I'm like,
Which is
Oh, no.
never a good sign.
like,
with Windows.
okay. I thought for sure I was like, I'm screwed. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this live tonight. So I reboot, and it actually boots, but like, it immediately goes into like update everything. And so you can probably hear the fans on my computer. It's running like really hard right now, and it's still doing shit. And I'm like, we just stop. Like right now,
Yeah.
it's sitting here using 14% CPU.
So when Dan disappears when his
What you
computer
get when you
reboots-
use a Windows computer?
Yeah.
I have one. It's fine. It works great.
99% of the time, it's fine. It's something pissed it off today. I don't know what.
That's what you get for not paying the Apple tax. You know.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, John. The drama started. Oh, Dan froze. So.
I was gonna say, is he frozen?
What is it doing? It's doing all these Windows updates. Oh my god! Like end task right now. Shut down.
Oh, don't do. Just let it go.
There. I'm shutting down all these.
Yeah, you're gonna brick your laptop.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna hard reboot and not come back.
Gonna start seeing some.
Then
smoke.
it'll just be a watch show if you disappear. So
Yeah.
Microsoft Teams? Why is it running Microsoft Teams? I don't use Microsoft Teams. Oh, there we go. Get rid of Microsoft Edge. Yeah, I don't care about that.
oh, good stuff.
God, stupid shit end.
Yes,
And-
Ferrari took
Sorry.
the Monaco Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go Leclerc. That was nice.
Oh, hey, that was awesome. That was a
that.
shock.
What, how,
actually.
how does everybody feel about Lewis
What about him?
next year?
Oh,
Joining
I
Ferrari.
mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
don't
how
know.
I feel yet. I was curious what everyone.
well, I like records to be
about that.
broken, and so for that reason, I want him to get an 8th world championship, just so the ceiling raises on the records.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Hopefully, he can do it with Ferrari.
I don't.
With Ferrari
know, man.
and Nui at the same time, maybe.
Is that confirmed, or is that rumor?
That's Nui's a rumor
Nui?
still. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about it, Josh? About him?
I don't really like him. So I just don't feel like he fits the Ferrari.
I mean that
driver
is true.
profile.
Oh,
But
100%.
At the same time, it's like I feel like it's like when
Maybe
a company changes their logo, you just have to get
Right.
used to it.
like I was gonna say, I was gonna say that maybe I just need to like watch him race, and maybe I'll get used to it and be okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm on the
He's-
fence right now.
He's a big HP fan, so
Really?
HP.
they just became a title sponsor for Ferrari, so
Oh god.
It's a
Yeah.
bad joke. Bad joke. Just Dan's face, like fuck off.
I'm still listening. I may not be paying total attention, but I am listening.
Yep.
He's trying to shut down 50 things that are running in the background.
Yeah. Well, I mean, normally it's not a problem, but I don't know what it's freaking out right now. Okay, I got it down to 6% CPU. I'm happy about that.
Well, that's better.
Which it's still doing stuff. So
Yeah, I feel like Lewis might be past his prime
Oh,
for
100%.
Ferrari. And Ferrari, I don't know why they do that. They get drivers when they've already won championships and stuff, and it's too late. You know?
yeah.
Yep. Although
No.
they actually had a good strategy this last race, so
Yeah.
that hasn't
Yeah.
happened in 2 years. So
The
Monaco,
strategy was
Monaco's
do
a,
not screw up.
yeah,
Monaco is a different race than every other race, though.
true.
You know? So
But they kept McLaren from pitting, which Ferrari hasn't had a strategy like that in forever. So I don't know. It's
well, they got to try something new.
yep.
All right. Well, I apologize that I've been distracted for the past 6 minutes trying to get my computer happy, but
Yeah,
it seems to be happy.
Yeah.
nice.
Hooray!
Sounds better.
So yeah, yeah. Where are we? Oh yeah, someone was saying, "Congrats on the court win." Thank you. That was. I didn't talk about it much because I didn't want to talk about it until it happened. It was one of those things where I didn't want to I didn't want to talk it up and then have it go poorly.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
And frankly, I'll be honest, if I lost, I may not have brought it up at all.
I mean, that'd be more drama. Like YouTube loves that shit. So
They do, but I really didn't like the idea of bringing up if I lost it, that then it kind of
oh, true.
implicitly
Yeah.
gives license for people to sue me.
Yeah. Whereas now you've shown you're going to stand your ground and don't.
Like from a business perspective, I wanted
Yeah.
that was honestly my biggest thing is I didn't want to be a pushover because I don't want to be one of those companies where people just sue them and they're like, "Here, take a settlement."
Yep.
Yep.
No, you don't deserve this money. You're not getting it. So, yeah, it was, dude. I actually emailed the court asking for a copy of the video.
Oh, nice.
Oh. What
Did
are the
they
chances they're
respond
gonna
to
let
that?
you post that?
Well, I mean, it's public record.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I get a copy, I can publish it legally, but I don't know if I want to. It's one of those where
Yeah.
The judge being angry as a YouTube short though would.
that part of it, I mean, I guess I really would. I want to see. Number one, I want to see my face when he goes off, because I'm sure I was probably I was probably doing my best. Don't show emotion, Dan. But I'm like, holy
Yeah.
crap! I can't believe it was surreal having the judge chastise someone like that. It was just.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
He
Were you guys on
deserved it.
Zoom?
And I'm glad the judge put him in his place because somebody had to.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was a freaking judge because there can't be any that's just embarrassing for him.
Honestly,
That was great.
I mean, it was fascinating because that was my first time really sitting in at court. I've never even been to traffic court, and so it was very I had to sit through 15, 20 other cases before we finally got to mine, and it was funny because after you get through the first 10 and you see anyone who does not have a lawyer is getting their ass handed to them. And the judge would just be like, this is not how this works. This is not what we're doing right now. It would just please stop talking about that. That is not what this is about. And people thought that they're like, oh, I've seen movies. I know how to do this. I'm going to object. And
Yeah.
so they'd be like, I object. He's like, on what grounds? It's like, well, I don't like that or whatever. Some stupid. The judge is like, sustained.
Yeah. It doesn't work like that. Yeah.
No, This isn't how it works. I mean, it was just like, so by the time he suffered through multiple hours of morons doing really terrible jobs defending themselves or prosecuting or whatever, he gets to us, and I mean, it was just not good from the start. It was just like super opinion driven, zero evidence. Like, do you realize the funniest thing is the plaintiff submitted all this evidence to the court, okay, before the trial. That's just submitting the evidence to the court. That's to the court clerk. The judge has not seen any of your evidence until you present it in court. He didn't understand that. So he did not enter a single piece of evidence into court because he never asked for it. And so finally, at one point, it was just like, it was just, I mean, it just all that stuff. It was just so crazy. So, like, none of it made any sense. Like, even I don't understand all of this stuff about how it works, whatever, but I had a good enough grasp to know, like, this is not how it works. You're doing it wrong. Like, okay, no, this is not the time for that. It was so surreal.
Yep.
Anyway.
Wow.
I mean, at least the judge put an end to the silliness. Like,
yeah,
the dude appealing his own win. Like,
that was bizarre.
God.
That's honestly, if you think about that, he had a plus $1,000 win, and he went to a minus $3,800 loss. It swung $5,000 in our favor.
Yeah, against him.
It was like, dude.
So it happens when you're greedy. I mean.
So.
Yep.
He did. So, he filed a continuance.
Okay.
And he got it because he had health issues, which is fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, okay, someone is having health problems. They shouldn't have to go to court. Okay. But then, like 3 days before the trial, he's like, I need another continuance. But he was asking my lawyer for the continuance. And he was like complaining to my lawyer about the date. He's like, why is this on Friday? Blah, blah, blah. I asked for a continuance. I have health problems. And my lawyer's like, sir, I don't set the court date. That's from the court. Like,
obviously he was fine because he showed up.
And that's what I thought. I was like, he sat through 5 hours of court. I'm pretty sure his health was okay.
And left with a big bill.
and he was healthy enough to give the middle finger to our lawyer. So
yeah, that I wish he had a picture of it.
Oh man, I would pay
frame
money
that.
for a
I'd
video
frame
of that.
Was this all? Did you guys all go into the courthouse, or was it on Zoom?
It was just no, but they record it.
Yeah.
So it was just me and my lawyer. At the end, it was just us and him, and then the court people, and that's it.
Wow.
He has 30 days from the judgment to pay.
All right.
And so after that, he starts accruing interest.
So the drama's not completely done, is what you're saying.
Oh no, it's not. No.
So yeah, in 4 weeks we get to hear about the lien you're filing.
You're exactly right, and the judge brought that up, or did? He's like, you got your money back already.
Okay, I didn't talk about this in the video because it was so bizarre. Okay, so at one point he kept bringing. So there's two things he kept bringing up that are completely factually did not happen. One of them is he said he signed the contract and sent it to me. And he kept bringing that up. I signed the contract and I sent it to you. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You literally never signed anything. Uh-oh. Everyone's coming in.
Someone escaped.
Here's a well, you can't see it, but there's a dog right here. He brought me his toy. Here's your toy.
Stop being so angry, Dad.
Hello. Oh, yeah. He's got hello.
Oh, he's got a truck. No. Hey, Meg.
He's like, I got my monster truck. Monster truck.
Okay, come on. You can bring monster truck.
Okay, take the monster truck.
Take it. Come on.
Go.
Bring it.
Go, go, go. he's like, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay.
Oh man.
So he keeps bringing up, I signed the contract and I sent it to you, blah, 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 all this stuff. And I'm like, no. Literally, that literally never happened. I've never had anyone physically sign anything that we sold them on our website. Like that just... Anyway. So clearly he has, like, incorrect memories of that. But then here's the better part, okay? Here's the better thing. He kept saying, well, I paid twice. I paid for this twice. And everyone in the courtroom was like, hold on. And so finally, after he brought this up like 10 times, the judge was like, okay, I'm not sure I understand this correctly. Did you pay for this event? He's like, yes. And it's like, but you're saying you paid for it again? He's like, yes. And the judge is like, okay, so you've paid for it the first time, right? And he's like, yes. He's like, okay, then you did a chargeback, right? And he's like, yes. So then the money was given back to you. And he's like, yes. Okay, then you lost the chargeback, right? And he's like, yes. So that money was now, it was a credit, but that credit was taken away, right? He's like, yes. He's like, so then you still had to pay your bill, right? And he's like, yes. So you never paid twice. And he's like, yes, I did. The judge was like,
Oh my god.
Oh my. Yeah. It just
and
hurts.
seriously, like the judge was like, okay.
I was so confused.
Yeah, and it was like, okay, there's, and here I am just sitting there like, I'm just like, please, judge person, see the bullshit that I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
See how crazy this is. I hope you sided in my favor. Thank you.
Yeah,
and in the meantime, I'm just sitting there like trying my best to not do anything. I'm just like, don't show emotion. Just sit here. Even though like I wanted to laugh and be like, this is the most thing crap.
I don't know how you did it.
I was really good until he put me up on stand. And like that was the best. He's like, okay, do you need to call anyone else as a witness? And he's like, yeah, I call him. And judge goes, who is him? And he's like, him over there, Dan. And it was just like,
You knew he was going to call you up?
I mean, I didn't know if he was there or not. My lawyer wanted to
Okay.
anyway, so we knew he was probably going to call me up.
Make him look like more of a dumbass.
And then it just went bad from there. Like it was.
Well, Frank said it. It sounds like some sort of dementia, which is sucks. But the dude's
could
being
be.
greedy. Like
It could be. What I'm curious of is, has nothing in this person's life ever happened to them where they don't feel entitled?
yeah,
Because it's not a large amount of money, $2,600, right? I mean, as a business person, I've taken $8,000 losses on orders because crap happened that was out of my control, and I wanted my customer to be happy.
yeah.
And I was just like, screw it. I'm going to lose $8,000 on this because I want them to be able to give me a good review.
Yep.
And that's the funny thing is like, in a normal situation, like I'm trying to do what I can to make someone happy. But in this case, it was like, no, bro. Like, this is just stupid. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I want the video.
The thing that got me too about the whole thing was that he waited 4 years to do this.
Two.
Right.
Or
Over
was it-
2.
Okay, 2. Okay.
Because if he had waited 4, he
Years.
couldn't have sued.
Okay, yeah, sorry. 2 years. He waited 2 years to decide, oh, I'm mad about this.
Yeah. Well, and I think honestly that weighed in, and our lawyer actually brought that up.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, and our lawyer went through the whole timeline of events and whatever. And he's like, okay, and so then finally you lose the chargeback. So you're so upset about this that you immediately file suit, right? No, you wait 2.5 years and then file suit. So it was fascinating. Oh, and thank you, John. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was just messaging like, put his thing up.
Yep. Actually, that $20 probably go to some Tonka trucks right now. He's into
Oh,
those.
there you go. All right.
Oh yeah, he's amassing a Tonka truck collection.
He
and
likes Tonka trucks.
oh yeah.
I'm gonna bring you one. I'm gonna bring you one tomorrow. I've got a.
Oh, okay, dude. Yeah, I bought him. I was like, I had those
It's
big
got a
metal
collection.
Tonka trucks when I was a kid. I bet he likes it, and
Yeah.
he loves them.
I'm sure they're plastic today, but the old metal ones were
They're metal.
badass.
Yeah,
They're
the
still metal?
ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm. I've got
That's
big
cool.
ones.
You can get metal ones. Oops.
No, I had metal ones, but I've seen them switch to plastic. But
Sadly, this is a true statement. I feel like
oh yeah,
so many people don't take accountability for their actions.
it's 100%. Yeah.
And
A lot of
honestly,
yeah, never mind.
with respect to the Tour Master, if I'm torn on this one, he's not innocent in this case, and I have no love for him either. Like, I'm sorry, yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the difference between me and these other individuals is I don't go out of my way to crap on other people, okay? Like, I focus on what I have control over and the things I can do, and I just try to better myself and my company. Right? Which is actually a good transition into some drama llama-ing that happened
Ooh,
this week.
that's what we need. More drama.
Okay, we're gonna stick with the bizarre. Okay, this one requires a drink. You got to have a drink for this one because it's just
All right, I'm prepared.
okay. So we've been in the business long enough and having YouTube long enough that we have some haters.
No.
Yeah, and we have a couple of like people who really hate us. Like, to the point where they go out of their way to hate us.
Oh yes.
Okay.
So it's
I do agree with you though. Drink and hit like. Yeah.
Yes.
Do they happen to be
Yeah.
here
What?
tonight? Do they happen to be on the live?
That'd be great.
I'm sure they are. Just
That'd
hiding
be
in the
great if
shadows.
they are.
just
I
waiting?
think it would be hilarious. If they are, they can't comment because I'm sure I banned them.
Okay.
Anyway, there is one particular individual who lives in the Austin area
Ooh.
who has a business that's somewhat a competitor of ours. And I guess they've determined that their strategy of success is not do better at their own company. It's crap on everyone else.
Yeah.
And to be clear, I'm not the only one that they're crapping on. But
Classic strategy.
right, very good strategy, right?
Yeah.
Like my business sucks, so I'm gonna crap on everyone else's so mine looks like roses, instead of making my business better and doing a good job, right? So this person has gone out of their way, like random. Like I will post some random thing, or someone will post some random thing totally unrelated to anything about me, and they will like go out of their way to be like, "Oh, Dan from Normal Guy is crap, and he doesn't know what he's doing," and blah blah. And I'm just like,
Wow.
where did this come from, right? It's very bizarre. Well, I think it was yesterday. I randomly get so mind you, I've blocked them on like most social media platforms because I'm like, I just can't deal with people like you. You're psychotic. So whatever. Anyway, they've now stepped into I'm going to probably sue you territory. It's getting bad.
Jeez.
So they went out of their way yesterday morning randomly and texted me. I should almost read the text. It's so bizarre.
Yeah. Whitewash it as much as you need.
Well, what's funny is that this particular person is trash talking us and a couple other places, and everybody contacts us and says, "Hey, did you know this guy is saying this stuff about you?" We've got messages from like
Where are they
a
trash
couple of
talking you?
different people.
They're trash talking us online on various
Huh.
Like
So, like-
auction sites and whatnot?
no, like Facebook and stuff like
Okay.
that mostly.
Jerks
Okay.
are jerks. That's right, Chaco.
So
Yeah. Cheers, Choco.
So they forward me a video someone took of one of the cars that we sold, where someone else was like looking through the car and pointing out flaws in it. And it was like one of the cars that we very explicitly sold, saying this car is very far from perfect, right? Like these are all known issues with the car.
Yeah.
So, and their comment was, this is a prime example of why you shouldn't be involved with cars. And I respond, person's name, you seriously need to go fuck yourself. Do you know that nobody likes you, right?
Nice. I'll drink to that. Holy shit.
Because this is, mind you, this is like the 20th time they've done this to me, right? So now I'm like, I'm done being nice.
Yeah.
And then I blocked them. Here's where it gets crazy. He then takes and text messages me 10 minutes later. So here's the conversation. Truth hurts sometimes, must be why you blocked me. And I said, what is wrong with you? Seriously, you act like you're 6 years old. And they go, if you say so. And I said, tell me about this 360 challenge Stradale that you fucked up. You're going out of your way to bag on me. Successful people worry about themselves, not others. You are so insecure, it's sad. And so they're like, oh, you're going to take Josh Hill's word, the man, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I believe him more than you.
Oh my God.
And he says, I'm going out of my way to spread the truth. You are correct. And I said, LOL, truth. You're just a loser. Admit it. That's why you're talking to me right now. Focus on your own problems. I'll worry about mine. And then I blocked him again. Isn't
Wow.
that insane?
That
And mind you,
so
this
much
is
energy spent. Yeah.
This is
just,
someone who's in the Ferrari community, and I'm going to run into them again in Ferrari events.
Oh my god.
Greg's like,
Well, and
Yes.
this guy has zero clout with anybody. Like he's been kicked around dealerships and he's blown stuff up. It's just he
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
have a good
And-
reputation.
I know who you're talking about as well.
I'm sure you know who it is.
Yes. Oh my
So
God.
I just. So anyway, I was like, immediately after this, I'm like, I'm done with this. I got to send him a cease and desist and start like getting legal action involved, because this has gone too far. Like
Yeah.
it's one thing if someone hates on me and they comment on my YouTube and they say I'm dumb or whatever, I don't care. But when they're going like actively going to poop on his pillow,
Yeah.
I
When
had
someone
someone do that to
actively-
me once. I'll tell you
like-
the story later.
Oh no.
oh no, that sounds like some CKY2K stuff.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's going for the low blows.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
cool.
He's actively, as a competitor, doing illegal things to harm my business.
Yeah.
He's not even a competitor. Let's be real, dude.
Well,
This
okay,
guy's, he's got nothing.
That's giving way too much credit, right?
Yeah.
It is.
So it's just, I mean, that's the thing I find this very fascinating, because like for me, number one, I don't have time to worry about other people's businesses or their personalities or whatever. Like just don't care, right? Like if it doesn't matter to me. Like they aren't a part of my life. Bye bye. I don't care. But then to like go out of your way to spend time and energy to go like okay, this person is obviously, his business is doing so shitty that he has the time to do this. Because this is effort, right?
Yeah. I always get the two mixed up, but libel or slander, whatever it is, like
Yeah.
that's serious business, and
Oh yeah.
there's a line, and he's obviously crossing it.
Well,
like,
so the
or
backstory
damn
is,
near.
there was a car that we had for sale, and he, without prompting, went on to our posting about the car and started shitting on us. And the person who was interested in the car had already asked us and was interested in the car, saw that post and reached out to a third party and was like, hey, what do you know about these guys? Asking about us. And that person happened to know us, was like, I don't know what this guy's saying. He's full of crap. Dan and Josh are trustworthy, blah, blah. And so the guy finally reached out to us. We almost lost a deal, and that would have been $100,000 deal. So like this is actually harming my business, and I will come at you with a lawyer now,
Yeah.
and it's not going to be cheap for you.
We have a bulldog. We have a bulldog lawyer that.
Oh yeah, no,
He's
Ali
going
is
for the throat.
awesome, dude. Ali, he
Yep.
is, dude. This is another reason I want to get the court video, because Ali was an asshole to the plaintiff. It was great. Man. Yeah.
Uh,
It's not even about having a case. It's about just saying, "Fuck off, dude. Stop bothering us."
Yeah.
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 You do you, we'll do us. Go away.
Right. Right. I find it fascinating, people who go out of their way, like who has this much time on their hands to do
Yeah.
this sort of crap.
I mean, if he even if he was right, like that should take care of itself. People would stop
Yeah.
coming to you guys, and his business should take off, and he should
right.
Yeah.
gain customers
Foc-
in,
focus
in the,
on
the positive
yourself.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just makes no sense.
Some other, like, if there's someone doing something terrible about their business, it will come out.
Yeah.
Like even CNC Motors, eventually it came out. Like they were committing crap, and okay, it came out.
Yep.
So, and that's the thing is, I feel like our reputation is. Oh, there you go. I'm seized up. Okay, there it goes again.
You're
I'm
yeah.
seized up for a moment.
It's taking
Our,
its
rep-
time.
our
you go.
reputation matters to us a lot. Like I really
Right.
pride myself on our transparency and honesty. So that excuse me, that's a thing. Like when you come at me and try and defame that,
Yep.
yeah.
Totally.
Anyway,
Brutal.
he was asking about cars, and we kind of don't really have much right now.
That's a good problem.
There is like nothing available. It's a problem. We sold the red 430. We just got a deal for the black 430 today. So all we have left are 2 Porsches, the Roma, the GT40, the Roush. And that's it.
Dang.
Yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. Yeah.
We have a GT3 RS in the shop too now.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long is that going to be
It's
there?
not for
'Cause
sale.
I know. I need
it's for-
I need to
for-
talk to the owner.
Oh, yeah,
Till
that we
Thursday.
have.
Thursday.
Yeah, the
Okay.
brand new GT3 RS.
All right.
Which
I
badass.
will text the owner probably right now.
Oh,
So
you,
don't forget.
you want to come see it?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
I want
yeah.
to ride in it.
Come by the shop and see it.
You
He
can't-
hasn't even
so-
driven it yet.
I know. That's that's
He's
why I
not
want to
gonna-
ride it.
He's not going to drive it until he gets the PPF put on it.
Oh, well, okay. That's smart.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I did do
I
the
got it.
seat inserts for him in the plaid. It looks pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Josh probably likes Porsches more than me. Yes.
I love I've had many Porsches in the past. That's how I got started in like mid upper tier sports cars, I guess.
Yep. But keyword there is sports cars.
Yeah. Yep.
Whatever happened to Pietro? He's doing his thing.
He's still trying to reboot.
Yeah, he's got a shitty router, so
Damn.
Every Thursday he tries.
Oh man.
Man.
Oh man. The problem with ignoring in this particular case is I've blocked him and everything like that, but they're actively trying to find ways to go out of their way to harm our company. So it's difficult. Like I have no, like, in an ideal situation, they would just go away and mind their own business and do their own thing, because that's what you should do as a business person, right? You should worry about your own business and not go out of your. The funny thing is, they're not just crapping on us; they're crapping on others. So it's really, really strange, bizarre.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not a good light for your own business if you're doing that. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually another hater that's hating on us that it's just like
Oh, that guy's.
it's always pathetic, you know. It's
Really?
just like it's like
I
wow,
wouldn't
this
even
is
go into that one. We'll
this is
just
what you
say
do
that
with your time.
he's mentally ill. Like,
I think so.
not joking about it. I think he legitimately has a problem.
Wow.
Entirely possible.
That's
entirely
too bad.
Possible. It's
Yeah.
I mean, because this person has a previous business relationship with us, and for some reason now they hate us, and they actually falsely accused us publicly of a bunch of crap, and this particular person has gone way out of their way to crap on us publicly on various message boards and stuff.
Oh my God.
And so like every
Yeah.
once in a while though they like you know, like it's funny because if you enter MySpace, like if you come at me on YouTube, you get blocked real quick. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
you know, good luck with that. Um,
Yeah. I mean, Rui's comments hilarious, by the way.
I wish the cats were the only problem. Cats are gone, thank God.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
in the grand scheme of things, these are very small, insignificant
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
We're
It's-
just talking about them because that's what people want to hear.
No, it's drama, and that's why we're talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's fascinating. Like
Yep.
personally, me, I just find it fascinating. Like I don't operate in that manner. Like I have never once in my entire life gone out of my way to afflict negativity towards some other person. Like it's a consumption of energy that I'm just like, why would you do that? I have so much crap going on in my life that I need to tend to that are much better uses of time than this.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, are these people just all that bored?
Yeah, they don't have enough going on. Not enough
Yeah.
business.
Are they that pathetic that they don't have lives or spouses or children or dogs to take care of? I mean, something in your life?
Well, what happened last week? I don't know if you want to talk about it, but people are spreading rumors about the live last week that were completely false. Like,
We were?
About the live?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We heard about this. This is a sign of how pathetic.
Well, this is how much you live in people's heads, and that's amazing. Like,
Last week was when what you all were together, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, so one of the F-chat trolls said something, like, I don't know where the hell he got it, that we were going to
Someone-
interview
someone
Art or
pointed
something.
it out to us. Someone sent us a
Yeah.
message like, "Hey, did you see this on Fry Chat?" We're like, "What?" And apparently, someone posted on Fry Chat that we were going to have Art on our live stream. It was just
completely
hilarious.
unfounded. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, where'd this even come from? Someone just made that up. Just straight up made shit up. And they drank it. And so this person forwarded us all these screenshots, and I'm just laughing like, this is pathetic. Like,
Yeah.
these people are pathetic.
You live
It's
in
great
so
that
many.
they're still talking about us, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
You live in so many people's minds. It's
We don't have to do anything. We just sit here and exist, and they're
Was
like,
Was it referencing like a year ago? I remember you did have him
No.
on. Like, remember that? Like,
no, this was recent. This was last week, like
Yeah.
the day of our live stream. Someone posted that. It was hilarious. We were like, where did this come from?
yeah. And why would Art ever be on a live ever again?
Like, I literally have nothing to do with him and want nothing to do with him ever again. The only time I would ever want to see him again is if it was in a courtroom getting felony charges pressed against him. That would be it. That'd be the only interest I ever have in seeing him again. Short of that, I'm not interested.
Yep.
And even then, again, going back to what I was saying before, I have no interest in wasting my time on negativity towards someone that I don't care about. Right? We should have way more subs for how much we're living.
Yeah. Holy crap.
I think the problem is I probably banned all those people because they probably made some
Yeah.
stupid remarks, and
So-
so
They think they're engaging, but they're not because yeah. Oh shoot.
Oh lordy, it's This is the strange world we live in, right?
It so is.
I can't even imagine what it's like to have a 1 million subscriber YouTube channel.
I
And
mean-
it's funny.
Everything
It's free
gets
drama.
ignored.
I mean, yeah,
You
you
gotta
would,
ignore everything.
you'd have to never look at the comments, never look at anything,
Yep.
because it's just got to be, which is sad because there's a lot of. I like looking at our comments and I like reading the stuff. Like we have a lot of fans that are positive and send us good stuff, and I love that. Like there are people who have been messaging or emailing or commenting or whatever for years, and I recognize. I'm gonna say probably a couple hundred of these people now. Like I reckon, like and it's funny. I even recognize their personalities enough to know who I can joke with and who I can't, and how to respond to these people and whatever. I mean, that's huge, right?
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
man, he is still up.
Wow.
Oh,
And
he
he's
can
back.
come in. Sad man.
Go find your phone.
Oh,
Talk
sad.
about drama.
Come here.
Sleep is drama.
Damn.
Yeah. Full
Josh.
meltdown mode.
Josh, you're listening to a game?
Yeah, the Dallas game.
Where's the
Nice.
mute button? Oh, I'll just mute myself real quick.
Hey, buddy.
He got quiet now. It's all good.
Oh, that's because Dan muted himself.
Actually, he did.
No, he
quiet
looks better.
down right as they have.
All
Sorry
right.
about that. I'm sure that was very, very loud.
Sorry,
Oh.
John.
Can
Yeah,
you say hi?
he's got the lungs. Hey, dude.
Say hi.
Hi.
You're
What's
live
up,
to
buddy?
the world.
Hi.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm in distress.
Yes.
Want to go to bed.
Oh.
He's already past bedtime.
Oh. Poor Mr. Man. You tired?
Okay.
It's way past your bedtime.
Yes, it is. I know.
It's like I'm staring at the screen now.
Yeah.
See
There's
the
things here.
people?
Can you see?
People?
Say hi, Gabe. Hi, Tyler. Josh went
Ash.
away.
Yeah. Hey, Ash.
Hi.
Ooh, Jocko, that sounds sick. Where'd you drive that, Jocko?
Yeah, where'd
Sounds-
you drive that?
Like perfection.
Okay.
Sounds scary almost.
Good job, Mr. Man. You don't have to lock
to
it.
New Zealand. All right.
Poor little guy.
Oh, you got Tonka trucks coming.
Tonka trucks is a bomb,
Yep.
right? Sorry about that. He was very loud. That was loud for me. I'm sure it was much louder for you. Sorry.
It happens. It's real life.
I was say this is how scripted we are. I totally texted Meg earlier. Was like, bring in little man crying. It'll be great.
Yeah, 42 minutes. Yeah.
AMG GTs, man, the market on those is weird. I feel like they're a bargain, especially the GTR. But I feel like no one really wants them, which is unfortunate because they're cool.
Yeah.
But
And she didn't get a violin yet. Not yet.
Oh no.
Still
been a
working
while.
on that.
Oh, that
Yeah.
replacing that one?
She wants to go to Chicago and Boston to look at violins. I'm like,
Is Boston a good violin destination?
Yeah.
yeah.
Buy some cars while you're there. Make
Right.
it worth it.
Yeah.
not yet. It's supposed to get listed on Bring a Trailer pretty soon.
Nice.
So is the Roush finally. Jeez.
Roush is going to be on Cars and Bids.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Okay.
on Cars and Bids. And
Hopefully in
dude,
the next couple days.
I mean, I don't know how many chances we need to give Cars and Bids. They keep screwing up.
Yeah, it sounds
Really?
Yeah.
sounds like post sales they've dropped off. I don't know.
I mean, we've not had very good luck. but we also were selling Ferraris, and I feel like Ferraris aren't like Cars and Bids isn't the right market for a Ferrari. I feel like the Roush has a better chance at doing well at Cars and Bids than the Ferraris, but man, they did a bunch of downsizing and whatever, and we went through I think 4 different people
Jeez.
to
Something
get
like
this
that.
car listed.
Wow.
And then, like, we took the same pictures we always take for every car, and they're like, "Oh, these pictures aren't good enough,"
Really?
and so we had to retake the pictures. And it was just like, really, like, okay, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I think they're
Yeah.
finally gonna get it listed, but I don't know.
Jeez.
I'm not as a person who is selling on Cars and Bids. I'm not real happy right now.
I'm not as mad about that the Roush as I am about that Monte Carlo no sale.
yeah.
How they handled
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That was-
Yeah.
That was bad.
The guy
Yeah,
just
some
lived,
Cars and
right?
Bids is basically a used car lot now. I mean, they have some real
Wow.
turds on there.
Yeah,
Well, so what happens when you sell to VC and they just want to make
Yeah.
money? So,
yeah.
Yeah.
yep.
Yep. Oh, Dan found another cool website. What was that one that's only manuals?
Ooh.
Oh, it was
That's
like,
cool.
shoot, what was it called?
It's like OnlyFans for cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
No,
like,
it's an auction site, but they only take manual cars. Nothing
Yeah.
Oh,
else.
wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, by definition, that's just an enthusiast site.
right. I forgot
which
what
is
it's called. It was
Bids
like,
is supposed to be.
I gotta remember what it's called, but whatever. Anyway, it was not like, I mean, sadly, everything listed there was like, row your own. That's it. Row your
Oh.
own. And it was like,
Hmm.
it was like, you know, there were some cool cars there, but most of them were not. It's like, oh, okay, I'm not interested in any of these.
Still cool though.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good concept. I mean, good on them.
Yep.
I think there's a lot of competition in the car auction marketplace, though. So,
Yeah.
like, even today, I found out there was another car auction market, and there was some cars. We should check on that one 488 and see how it did.
What was that
I'm
one
curious.
called?
That's the thing. I don't even remember because it's like, geez. Row Your Own sounds like a strip club.
It does.
It does a little bit.
Yep. And sorry to hear that your car got hit, Lotus. That sucks.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, he put that a little bit earlier.
Oh, man. That sucks. I'm
Got
sorry to hear
run
about
over.
that.
Shit.
That's
That's always disappointing.
Yep. Just bring it down to Texas in one of these hailstorms and just get a total write-off and
Right?
be done with it. Yeah.
No, you gotta wait for hurricane season. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
dude, I swear to God, when when I was selling Meg's old Mini that grenaded the engine, I'm pretty sure that whoever bought it was just gonna put it on their insurance and then wait for the next hurricane and then push it into a river or whatever.
Oh my god.
Because like I was like, they were so excited to buy this thing. I'm like, it's got a blown engine, and they paid a lot of money for it. And I'm like, all right, something's up here because it's not worth this.
Yep.
Okay.
That's funny.
Thanks, Deuce.
Cheers, man.
Appreciate it.
In-depth DIY, nice.
I mean, there's massive hailstorms every day this week in Texas. So depends where you live.
It's very spotty, but yeah, Texas has been getting slammed this week.
Yep. Tornadoes, hail. Yeah. There's stuff today. Like,
Dude, the wind the other day.
The wind
That
had
was
got
nuts.
crazy.
Wow. That was nuts. I mean, that was like 50, 60 mile an hour gusts. Just, I came
It took
home, my
a-
trash
it took a
cans were blown
15
over. There was trash all over my yard. I'm like, damn it.
It took a 15-foot, pretty big branch off of our tree
Yeah.
dang.
at the stub and took it down. And I was driving on the highway, and I've never seen so much trash blowing around in my life when I was driving. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, people gotta remember, like, if it says it's hailing in Texas, I mean that could be, for most normal states, like 2 states away
Yeah. Yeah, it could easily be an 8-hour drive away.
or more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dan and I made good progress on my car in the last like 3 days or
Yes.
so. The conversion is like 95% done. Everything's done pretty much except for the exhaust, and we got to do the motor mount still.
oh, there's a high mile Scud on bat. No, I haven't seen
No.
that.
So, Greg,
Probably-
you're saying I should bid on it, and you're going to buy a 675 LT? That's what I hear. Okay.
I'll sell you my Scud, Tyler.
It's salvage title, though. I don't know.
It's cheap.
It is cheap.
$100,000 less than it would be,
Yeah, that says a lot.
and it's only got 9,000 miles.
Dang. Yep.
And then just sell it back.
And we can fix everything on there and make it new.
There you go.
I got a quote to get the repaint,
Wipe that
Oh,
title
shit.
clean.
4,500 bucks
That's not bad at all.
For the whole car?
for the front.
Okay.
For the entire front.
To get rid of the yellow.
Yeah, to get rid of the yellow.
That's not bad. Shit.
I'm probably gonna do it just because it's so bad that like no one's gonna want to buy it with the yellow.
Yeah.
I thought the yellow was just the PPF, but it left the
No.
yellow residue.
The PPF bled into the clear,
That's
Okay.
too bad.
and so it actually ruined the clear.
So the hood, the bumper, front bumper, and the fenders.
Yep. Yep.
The
Whole
Roma
front-
is not a hot seller.
no.
Which is crazy.
I don't understand.
Yeah. It's a beautiful car.
Yeah.
But it's different, right? It's Ferrari people are traditionalists. I mean, they have like 100 years of history. So when you bring in something different, you're like, ah,
A front engine V8. Yeah.
oh my god.
Kyle, I did try to wet sand it. The problem is the yellowing is in the clear. So you can make it white again, but you got to sand all the clear off.
Mm.
Yeah. But the stripe too,
Yeah.
right?
Well, he's gonna mask off the stripe, repaint everything, then do a clear coat, like a double layer of clear coat, and then wet sand everything and so that it's flat, and buff it all out. So it'll be. He said, "I'll make it look new."
It's a ton of work.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Thanks, Muddy Tub. Yeah, oil change went.
Oh, dude. I liked your baptism.
Yep.
I know.
Spraying the
The
garage floor with
baptism, the Ferrari
I mean,
baptism.
Yeah, and I thought I was prepared, but I
No,
wasn't.
you did good though.
Yeah.
You had the same flaw I had, which is you can't have a shallow oil catch pan.
Yeah, no, yeah. I had the other one that worked better, the open
Yep.
basin on the. But that plug, the second plug I did, it. Blub, blub, blub,
Yep, it
does
glowed.
that.
I love how your reaction was just like you're sitting there like going, ah, shit.
Oh, yeah, cussing a lot. I mean, there's nothing you can do at that point,
Right? You're just like,
Yep.
I'm screwed. What do I do now?
And then, and then the GoPro was covered, but that's
Ugh.
Yeah.
you're used to that, Dan.
Oh man, that
The
was
Range Rover's good. It's sitting outside actually. I drove it home
Nice.
the other day.
Seems like a good
This
shop
fire
car.
is sorted. Yeah, it is. It's got a hole in the resonator.
Oh,
It's
no.
like rusted out, so I got to replace that because it sounds like crap. So I'm going to do that next, and then I'm going to figure out what the airbag light is.
Mm.
And our buddy Edwin, who does our interior stuff, is going to do a headliner for me in it. And
Oh.
I told him to let's do a ghetto budget interior fix up on it. So he's like, all
Nice.
right, I got this.
That's cool.
Oh man, can't wait to see this thing.
Yep.
It actually drives, once you're on the road, it drives pretty good, surprisingly. And the air
I'm
is
curious. I'm curious if you can actually tow anything with it.
cold. We could test that theory. We could try towing the trailer with
Oh,
it.
God.
Man,
Yes. And then put a
We
car
should-
in it.
dude,
Oh.
we should hook up a tow strap between that and my truck.
Oh, dude, your truck would annihilate that poor thing.
I can. How about this? I
be
can only let it
hilarious.
idle.
It would
Yes.
probably still annihilate it.
Oh, I love it. Do it.
That would be pretty funny, though. We should do that.
Yep. Do it down at the end of the road where it's dirt. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be
Just be like,
That'd be
okay, I
hilarious.
can only release the brake. I can't touch the gas. When I first bought that truck, I had to pull a bush out of the ground. And so I wrapped the chain around it and then, wrapped it to the back of the truck. And then I was like, I had someone out there watching, I was like, okay, tell me when it's like taut. And I just like let it idle and it was like, it just ripped it right out of the ground and never even stopped. Like, it's out of the ground. I'm like, oh, okay. I never even touched the gas pedal.
That's when you knew you bought the right truck.
I was like, well, I mean, it's got like 800 foot-pounds of torque or whatever. So, okay. Hook it to the trailer and haul the cars to Colorado. Oof.
I wouldn't trust it to go to Colorado.
No.
That's a
Yeah.
stretch.
no, not that old of Land Rover.
Yeah.
It'd be a hell of a test, though.
No.
I mean, that's the kind of car that I want to see us do, like the $1,000 car challenge.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Someday, we will do this someday. It's just when.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
even buy it for that. I would buy something else.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to do a $1,000 car challenge, Toyota, for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Lexus. Yeah. something-
Lexus, Toyota, yeah, exactly.
Honda. Something
Honda, yeah,
cheap. Japanese. Yep.
something like that. Or a
You
Crown
probably-
Vic.
You're probably right about this. My brother's actually a technician at the dealership, and he said, "Don't ever buy a Land Rover product ever."
Man.
Yep.
Any
He's
of the
helped me
new
out,
ones,
though.
that is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Tyler,
He did
yeah.
help you, didn't
You
he?
got one.
Yep. Although I'm waiting on a replacement strut, and I'm going on. It's June. 3 full months, starting month 4.
Damn.
Waiting
Like
for
a
a part.
suspension strut.
Yep.
What's wrong with it?
It just makes a noise. It's fine. There's nothing's wrong with it. It just clicks.
It clicks.
Yeah.
And they can't get the part.
Nope.
Jesus.
Sounds like your McLaren.
That's not very confidence
The
inspiring. Can you
McLaren
get
actually had a
strut?
problem. The Defender just clicks.
Oh, did you get the wing fixed?
Yes, finally.
Oh, what was it?
The stupid sensors on each hydraulic ram has a sensor on the top of it, so it knows where it's at. And one of them died.
Oh,
How much
Did you
was
do that yourself? Was that easy?
I could have, except that I needed a computer to do the recalibration. So the sensor's like $200, so I just did both. And then March helped me out with the calibration since he has a
You?
MDS.
Take it back up there?
No, he came down.
oh, from Dallas.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, that was nice.
And he gave me a free shirt. So
Ah, okay. Well, good.
He
Did
was
you-
able to do it in your
Pay him to
garage.
come, did you pay him to come down here?
he's coming
was
down
he
for
already here?
Memorial Day weekend, so
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Nice.
worked out.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted a reliable garage, so I bought 2 British cars.
Have you considered a Cobra
well.
replica in your purchases? I mean, I've looked at them. The problem I have with the Cobra replicas is there's like $20,000 Cobra replicas and there's $200,000 Cobra replicas, and I can't tell what the difference is. So I don't want to get into that game because I feel like it's a game I can lose my ass. So as a dealer, I'm not really interested in them because I don't think there's a lot of money to be made. But as a enthusiast, they look fun as hell. Yeah. There you go. You got quiet.
Yes, it did. I'm multitasking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, Superformance makes the replica Cobras as well. What is it? There's a couple other companies.
The Cobra's
Quite a
never,
few,
it
actually.
was
Sorry.
never a car I was like, oh, I love that car. They're cool.
Really?
I
Thank
used
you.
to
This
love
wasn't a
them.
car I was like get excited about.
I used to think that they were the bomb because it's like, it's the total concept of like shove the biggest engine you can in the smallest car you can,
Hmm.
which is
Yep.
just awesome.
I used to love the Shelby Series 1. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
that?
There you go.
I had a little model of that car growing up.
Nice.
Yeah. Factory 5s are considered pretty darn good, but yeah, the problem is who built it? Like, how good of a job did they do? Did they cut corners? Did they,
Mm.
you know, I don't know.
I drink a Guinness on New Year's.
Yeah, I like Guinness, but I'm not gonna like drink one at home. I don't know.
When
like-
I'm traveling around, if I like to go to Irish like pubs and get food and stuff, I'll always get a Guinness if I go to one of those places.
Yep.
I had one in
Oh, no.
Belfast when I went.
There you go.
It's the
I feel like
time
that
now.
would be appropriate, having one in
Yep.
Ireland.
Yep. Jocko took a nurse for a ride in a pista. She was
She was,
leaving us hanging.
yeah, she was what?
We're supposed to. We're
Scared at
supposed to
105 of the scream.
Only 105?
Yeah, only 105. Ah,
Jeez.
It's like barely got your foot down.
I didn't scare you, Jocko, until 160. Like, come on.
There you go.
Yep.
I am a Mustang fan, and I've seen this Super Snake. It looks crazy.
Yeah.
It looks good. I'm not sure about the new GTD though.
We saw one at Quail last year, right? And
I looked at it for a minute and kept walking. It didn't look that impressive.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was strange.
Still a Mustang. Yeah.
yeah,
For that much
like,
money, I mean, there's way better cars you can buy for that much money.
That's what's hard about it.
it was a way overbuilt Mustang. Like, it's
Oh.
cool, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You bringing up your favorite
Before
car, Jeff.
ZR1. Man, that car is such a turd.
Oh wow.
I mean, they're rare, but it's still a turd. I've
It's
had
it's literally a boat engine in it.
It has a Mercruiser engine in it.
That's awesome.
It's
My
literally a
favorite
boat.
part about the ZR1 though is the windshield, because
Okay.
the windshield has you see newer Mercedes or some of the Land Rovers have it where they have the film built into the windscreen to block the heat.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah,
of
the
like
ZR
I don't know, colored, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like an amber color almost. It's like got a
Yeah.
weird hue to it. Well, they
Purpley,
did that on
yeah.
the ZR1. Only on the ZR1 because they had to make the AC compressor smaller to fit everything in there.
Oh,
And so the AC didn't work as well, so they had to put the windshield in that blocks the heat.
at least they did something. Just better insulation, I guess.
Yeah. As far as collectability, I have no idea. I mean, there's guys out there that probably love those cars. But
The C4 is
the
very
C4 is
low.
a massive turd.
on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Oh man. C6 ZR1. There you
Now
go.
that I can
Now
get
you're-
into.
Yeah,
That
now
I
you're
can
talking.
get into. That's my favorite Corvette.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
I think
It's
that
my
might be
favorite
peak
Corvette.
Corvette.
It's fair.
That is yeah. It looks like one of those old rubber door stops.
I mean, the people, you can see a C4 driving around, and you know the person that gets out of that car, you know what they're going to look like. They're going to have a ponytail. They're going to be wearing sweatpants.
Oh god.
You know, they're going to be overweight.
Oh, man. I mean, dude, it's so bad. Like the dashboard.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
The Digidash on the older ones. Oh man, what a
Oh,
terrible
it's so
car.
bad. It's with like that big huge like tachometer that sweeps
Yeah.
across.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it was
cool
epic
back
like,
then.
in the '80s when everything was like lasers and space.
I think-
Yeah.
I think it
Tron.
was
Yeah.
85. 85 was the Digidash year, I believe.
Ugh. So bad.
Oh my god, I need more wine.
Those Digidash, those instrument clusters would go out too, and there's a company that rebuilds them, and it's
Oh, wow.
really expensive. Yeah,
I bet. They can charge whatever they
You
want at
want
this
it.
point.
because you can buy a C4 for like a couple grand now, one that
Ugh.
needs some stuff,
Yep.
and they're only I don't know how many horsepower. It's in the 200s. They're not fast.
Wow.
But anyways, that's enough of hating on that car.
Yep. I mean, it sounds like the perfect car for the $1,000 car challenge. Like,
Ah,
Oh,
No.
C4? Hell yeah.
my $1,000 car needs to have cold AC, and you're not buying a C4 with cold AC for
That's
for
fair.
$1,000.
yeah, that's fair. But it'd make for a better video if a team didn't have AC. So,
Yeah. The C5 is much better car. A much better
oh,
car. It's still
Yeah.
a turd, but it's much better car.
yep.
It's just a giant plastic turd. It's a sea of
Yeah.
plastic. That's the problem with the C5.
All right. Speaking of, I'll be right back.
The C6 has a lot of plastic too, but it's way better than the C5.
Yeah. I have to say, at least in the C7, it's like only like 50% plastic interior.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
that's right. The Lagonda did have the CRT displays in the dash. I remember that.
Oh man. There's
Imagine
some
trying
gems.
to replace those. I mean, good luck. You can't get
Right?
those rebuilt. I guess you could, but damn. Aside from bodywork, is there anything you can't do with Ferraris? Not really.
Well, battery stuff. I mean, hybrid. But
Oh,
that's
I mean,
like,
yeah.
shoot, I could probably figure that out too. I mean, I used to rebuild Prius battery hybrid systems. So same idea. You could pull that battery out and pull the cells out and find the bad ones, and I mean, you'd have to dedicate a lot of time
Yeah,
to figure
to
that
learn.
out. Like you'd have to dedicate years to figure all that out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you know the Knight Rider 2000 is a kit car? Ferrari can't even figure out their own hybrid systems.
True.
True.
Very true.
That's a problem too with all these hybrid cars coming out. Speaking of hybrids, did anybody see the new 911
sort of, yeah.
live stream when they
Yeah.
released the new 911? It's a hybrid.
I saw the article. I didn't watch the
How's it
video.
look?
It looks the same as of the last generation. There's
Yeah.
a few differences, but not really a crazy
Oh, wait,
amount.
are all the whole generation's hybrid?
They didn't
or-
talk about all of them. They only talked about they had a GTS that they were talking about, and it has an electric turbo with a battery in the front and an electric motor in the transmission.
Hmm.
So a lot of stuff to break.
Interesting. So it's a mild hybrid and a
Yeah.
hybrid. That's interesting.
Is my internet, the video look fuzzy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since we started.
Really?
Before Dan clicked live, you look great, and then once you click live, you look like this
Oh,
the whole
that's
time.
weird.
Yeah.
It looks
was
okay on
strange.
my end.
Well, of course it does because it's local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how the dual hybrid's gonna last. Like that scares me. That's
Hmm.
I don't
That's
know,
the
man.
problem. Like, you have 15 years from now. Like, look at a 15-year-old 911 right now. Dude, that's only what year is that from? 2010?
Mhm.
I mean, a 2010 911 is going to be on the road forever. But
Yeah.
think about a hybrid 911 now 15 years from now when the
Yeah.
hybrid system has issues or when
Well,
the
think about
electric motor in the transmission breaks or something. It's like
Think-
it's
think
going
about
to
how
be
much
cost
shit
prohibitive
breaks.
to fix it.
think about how much shit breaks on a 15-year-old car right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And now you're adding in all this crazy tech that is going to get
Yeah.
old, and wires are going to go bad, and
Mhm.
connectors are going to corrode, and whatever. And could you
I think Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can you imagine troubleshooting all like those electronics that are going bad? And
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a nightmare.
And that's going to make the naturally aspirated, the older 911s just retain their value. They're never going to go down in value.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. honestly, I feel like
now is a good time to buy a 911.
Well,
I feel like the cars that were made from like late 90s until I'm gonna say
20 teens.
20 teens, yeah.
Yeah.
Those cars are gonna be like the era of best cars
Yeah.
ever made.
Yeah, before just all the tech and screens.
Yeah, because like you still had some, I mean, but there's also like a good variety. You had real low tech analog stuff. You had some higher tech, but still easy to use stuff. All of it's pretty easy to rebuild and maintain and whatever. Like you had good horsepower, like really good power to weight ratios of the cars in this era. You know, because if you go like early 90s, I mean, there are some cool cars, look cool, but like they kind of are gutless, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and if you go in the 80s and it's just like, oh, they look cool, but they're dog turds.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're just slow as crap. And then before that, it's like, who gives a shit? I mean, there was some good
I wanted
personality
to
back
speak
then.
to this because I had a guy call me the other day asking for advice on an SF90 that he just bought, brand new, high spec. I think it was like 700 grand or something. I can't remember. But, and he's like, I bought it to flip. Can you tell me what you think it's worth? And so I was like, okay, sure. And so I look up the wholesale market and I'm looking around and I'm like, I told him what it's worth and it's way less than sticker.
Wow.
A brand new car. So yes, they've really tanked and they're sitting at dealerships now.
Yeah,
If you go online, there's a ton of them for sale.
yeah. Well, dude, a year ago, SF90s were $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're 500,000 now.
Damn.
We've seen wholesale cars going for in the fours now
Holy cow.
for SF90s. Oh, dude, dude. Okay, remember when the C8 came out and everyone was like paying way over sticker for the regular C8s? Dude, we saw some C8s at auction this week sell, not like get bid. They sold in the low 60s with like delivery mile, like 1,000 miles.
And loaded
Shit.
too, not just
Yeah, like
not just
a
a base model
3LT.
car.
A 3LT Corvette C8 loaded to the it's probably a $90,000 sticker on that thing, sold for like 60 something grand.
Were they selling for over 100 when they came out?
Yeah. And I remember I did
You
a
guys
video
called
on
it.
that, and I remember talking about that. I'm like, I can't wait until these things are 60 grand.
Yep.
Dan, I remember Dan texted me. He's like, "Dude, did you see what these are selling for?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm watching." And he's like, "I want to buy one for a daily driver."
Yeah, it's
That's
60.
nice.
Shit.
I mean,
60 grand.
if I could find one in the right spec for like high 50s or something, that'd be
Oh yeah,
great
a year
daily
from
driver.
now, we're gonna see some in the 40s.
Yeah.
You're gonna see like a 50,000 mile C8 in the 40 grand range a year from now. You just watch.
God. That's so
I'm
nice.
gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy
Yeah.
that car.
Yeah.
Jocko,
That's
I think
amazing.
the XX car, if you could buy the XX car for MSRP, then yeah, because that's a specialty car. It'll retain its value,
Yeah.
I think. At least
Yeah.
for now.
It's
Yeah.
funny, you look at the SF90s on Car Gurus, and they all say, like, good deal, great deal. They're all
Yeah,
under.
because
No
their
one's
car
buying 'em.
gurus algorithm
comparing-
is not caught
yeah.
up with the prices dropping that fast.
Right. Yep.
So to give you an idea, when we watch the wholesale auction, they have what's called the MMR, which is kind of like the average of the auction prices for these wholesale, right? This week, almost nothing met MMR. Everything was below MMR.
Wow.
Everything's dropping. The only thing that was above MMR were like specialty cars, like rare cars for some reason or whatever. Everything else below MMR.
So
I'll
our
never see a Tesla as an investment, or any car
Yeah.
for that matter.
yeah,
It's not an
no
investment.
cars investment. What are 765s going for on Mannheim?
They're pretty rare on Mannheim right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't really see them too much.
Because I
think-
saw someone on Instagram trying to like they're only showing carryo cars. Like, oh, the 765s are tanking. They're $400,000. And it's like, the carryo cars. Of course they are. Like,
Yeah. What
Yeah,
That's
happened
not
to
the
that?
market.
they've probably been at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean and
yeah, exactly. Yeah. They've got AI photoshops on them to make them whole. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, dude, the music definitely stopped, and there are people.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
if you so this is the reason why we have almost no inventory right now is because everyone's still got unrealistic prices all across the board. It's crazy. Like we can't. So we just sold two 430s in the last week, and I'll tell you right now, there's no other 430s even at what we sold them for.
Wow.
So I'm like, dude, y'all have some lofty goals that aren't going to be met.
Jocko, I think you should look into a GT3 touring. I think that would be a great
Oh,
daily driver for you
yeah.
because you've got the GT3 like handling and everything, but it's like a more comfortable ride.
That'd
You
be
should
cool.
go for a manual gearbox too.
And you
Yeah.
can get a
That would be
manual.
my ideal daily.
Heck yeah.
touring.
GT3 touring. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're
Manual.
great cars.
Hmm.
I would get a
Oh,
Turbo
good.
S if it were me.
Speaking of first on the block guys, the Cybertrucks, dude,
Oh, it's so bad.
hilarious. Remember,
bad.
people paid like 100 over,
Not that long ago, right?
like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, weeks ago.
Yeah.
They're below below MSRP already. It's hilarious. We were like, dude, I mean, it's a mass-produced piece of crap. Like, what were these people smoking?
They
This
wanted
is-
to be the first ones.
Yeah,
That's it.
that one blew my mind. It was like, what? Yeah. Anyway,
It's a modern day DeLorean.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd give it that much credit.
Would you sell one? That's a good question.
No, I don't want one.
I would drive a Cybertruck.
Sure, if we get one that's like someone's dumping it because they're an idiot, and we get it way below what they're currently selling for, sure. But right now, no.
Jocko, I'm really surprised you don't have a Porsche. To be honest, you seem like
Yeah.
you're a Porsche guy.
He's close.
Eh.
He's got an Audi. It's
Nah,
close
he's
enough.
got his Ferraris.
Yeah.
I'm trying
You're
to
a
talk him
Ferrari
into
guy.
selling me that Audi that he's got.
Oh yeah.
SQ5.
No, he has
Yeah,
an old B5 S4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You should get a Rivian, Jocko. There you go.
And
Don't get Ineos. That Kyle. That everyone that's got Ineos has sold it right away. Like
what is that?
it's the old. They bought the old Defender. Well, they didn't bought. They like won it in court battle. They bought the old Defender like body, and it's an electric.
Uh-huh.
It was supposed to be electric. Now it's just gas. Don't
I
do
suppose
it.
we should tell this story, huh?
Oh
Got
no.
that.
Nah, let's not. I'm done with the negativity.
Yeah. We don't have enough likes for more negativity. It's only 44. I mean, come on. We need at least 100 for more of that shit.
There you go. I like that.
4.0 swap the B5. No,
Yeah. There you go.
that'd be hilarious.
Reading all the
No,
comments.
I've had a couple B5s in the past. The last one I had was a yellow Avant with a manual with RS4 turbos on it.
Oh, the new Fisker. Good lord.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Yeah.
Sucks for them.
Who in their right mind thought that was going to finally succeed round 7? It's
I sat in a brand new one they had on display. Where was it? I think I took my kids to the mall or something, and they had one, and I was like, "This is no thanks. This is ridiculous for the money."
yeah.
Ugh.
Same with what's the other car?
Lucid?
There's a couple that have had repeat, like, relaunches or whatever. It is like, who's behind this?
Yep.
Like, if they didn't succeed the first 3 times, what makes you think they're gonna do it round 4?
Yeah.
Well, every time I see a Chevy Malibu, I think that though. So I mean,
Good point.
Thanks, Greg.
people buy dumb cars for whatever reason.
That is
Your
very much the truth.
I have to say, Gabe, your oil change video felt
Yeah.
very reminiscent of like my
Yeah.
early videos. It
Yeah.
was like, like I could feel the there's a slight apprehension because it's your first time doing it, so there's a little bit of
course.
nervousness. But you got enough data that you're like, I can do this, and you
Mhm.
did it fine. But you know,
Totally.
it was awesome. I really liked that video.
Oh, good.
That was
Wow.
one of my favorite videos I think you've made.
Oh, wow.
It was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your next DIY video?
I want to do the transmission gearbox
Oh.
fluid
Oh,
too,
that-
oil.
That's
Cool.
that's easier
Um,
than the oil change.
but-
Yeah, right.
No, but I'm probably gonna take the bumper off because
Yeah.
I want to clean that screen too, and you got to take
Well,
the bumper
actually,
off.
Gabe, you don't need to do that because they did that when
Okay.
they did the conversion.
Did they?
changed the
Yeah.
gearbox fluid? Yeah. And you
Yeah,
don't need
they-
to change that. You don't need to change that every 3 years. I think is what they recommend. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because it's expensive fluid.
Yeah. Whatever.
How many miles do you have on it? How many miles are on your car?
Since the conversion?
Yeah.
I mean, I think just around 3,000.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't do it
Yeah.
unless you
Um,
wanted to get a fluid sample
getting-
or something like that.
Yeah. Getting the under tray back on with
It's a
quick
bitch.
jacks.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I'm not sure how I'm going to go about it. Like,
Oh,
attach-
actually, you know what? For the trans, you got to take the bumper off,
that's
the rear bumper.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting the under tray back on. I think. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yep.
What's your channel? It's Gabe Orlowitz Racing, right?
Yes, because I got some Miata racing stuff there too.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah. Link that stuff.
Yeah. Promote yourself. You're one of the few people allowed to use my channel to promote your stuff.
I don't like
The only
promoting
stuff I watch on YouTube really is watch stuff.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
a lot of watch stuff.
I'm sitting on
And
a.
I've-
I gotta. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Gabe.
No, I was just saying I have to edit my last race video. I'm sitting on. It's hard to get around to editing
Oh yeah.
for me when you don't love editing.
Yeah.
So I'm always behind.
What I always try to do is I pull it up and try and do it like once or twice a week,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like, and
Yeah.
I'll spend an entire day just, okay, I'm gonna bang out everything, do it all in the same time. You get in the zone, and you just do it,
Yep.
The funny thing is, once you've done it for, I mean, shit, I've done over 2,200 videos now.
Wow.
And I was like, that's a lot of editing. And so
Yeah.
you learn how to film in a way that makes it so your
True.
editing's faster.
Yep.
Yep.
But it takes forever.
Thanks for the love, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give Gabe a watch. Give him a subscribe.
Is it the
Deserve
shiny
it.
side or the painted side up, Jocko?
Right?
Because they're both shiny.
My mantle has a few F1 books, car books, and go-kart trophies.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. It's
Yeah,
all
only 2,200 videos.
yeah, only. It's all about watch talk, Josh. So you're up.
I don't have a watch on actually.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah.
What kind of watch videos are there? Just like people talking about watches? Just like here's
I mean,
one?
it's just like cars. There's always new stuff coming out. There's new like cool things they're doing with horology. Like they came out with some new, movement or something, or people talk about which watch is better. Think about cars but watches.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. The watch world is huge.
Minus the driving.
I mean,
Just
there's channels with millions of subscribers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a huge market. I don't understand it, but it's there.
I just do indoor karting, but I'm going to the championship, the K1 championship in California next month. It's an outdoor 1.1 mile circuit.
Nice.
Really?
Cool.
I didn't know
And-
they had
yeah.
an outdoor K1. That's cool.
Well, yeah, they haven't opened. It's like a big thing. Like people are like, when are you going to open? And they keep delaying.
Wow.
Dan, you would even appreciate Wristwatch Revival. You should check it out.
Yeah.
It's a channel anybody can watch it. That even if you're not interested in watches, because he gets
it's-
hey, I found this Rolex at the bottom of the ocean, and I'm gonna completely take it apart and rebuild the entire thing. And he just has the camera on the watch while he's working on it.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
It's super cathartic. Like you can just sit back and
Yeah.
like zone out. and-
yeah.
Yeah, but there's other things that are that too.
Oh,
That
totally.
aren't
Miami
watchable.
boat ramps is kind of close.
See, right?
Yeah.
I like that. That's turn off your brain.
Oh
watch
yeah.
stupidity.
It's like the
The
wavy
Jacob
boats.
and Co. watches can go to hell.
Honestly, I don't know if there's like one that sticks out if like, oh, this is my favorite video I've ever made. I think there's a few. Funny enough, what I would tell you is I think my favorite videos are completely irrelevant to the car world because it's more personal stuff, right?
Mm.
So there's a couple of my travel videos that are my favorites. Like I've probably watched my travel videos more than anyone else because those are great memories for me. So
I do. Jocko said it. I do love watching the old tour videos. Like it just
yeah,
it brings you back. You keep seeing things that you didn't see because you were driving, but like Gabe is in the passenger seat, like filming things off the
see
side. Yeah.
the year that Gabe came along and was filming,
It was cool.
that was the best year.
You like
Yep.
having a camera
Video.
shoved in your face, Tyler, while you were driving?
No, it was actually it was fun. Like hitting rock chips from Richard, kicking him up at 130. Like that's good stuff.
It was kind of awkward for me because like I didn't really know people that well, and I was like in their
Yep.
cars, like just filming them driving. They're
Yep.
just like, yeah.
But when you were with Dan, like filming out the passenger window, like
No,
stuff
I know.
I never got to see
Yeah.
because I was focused on driving. Like
Yeah.
it's super cool to watch. Like, and I watch those probably like twice a year, 3 times a year.
You liked watching me talk about getting laid off. That's I'll be honest. That's a video I have not watched since then because I'm like, I don't want to relive that. That sucked.
Yep.
That's funny.
Man.
Oh,
That's funny.
choral videos, man, that's old school.
Yeah. Jeez. The choral stuff, yeah, that's really old. Yeah. No, I think some of my vacation videos are my favorite. Like when we went to Nisul, those are probably my favorite videos I've ever made. But as far as the car stuff, I don't know. I mean, a lot of the personal connections videos were fun. Like when we had just hanging out with some of the guys. Like it's some of the nondescript videos that are just low view count, but they really had fun human interactions for us personally, and that's what I think. It's kind of what Tyler's saying is like for him, the videos that he can remember those things. Watching
Yeah.
the video reignites those memories,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And I think that's what's so cool about doing stuff like the tour is having it documented like that is really cool because you can go back and relive it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am never bringing back the coral. We're done with that. That is I will put money on that.
It's a side channel. Yeah.
I'm done. It was too much work. I have a kid now. He takes up way more money than the fish tank ever could, so we're done with that.
Fair enough.
When I came to your house and saw your fish tank, so I was always thinking to myself, like, F that. That's so much work. So much work to keep those things nice and so much money.
Yeah. I'm done with that. All right, you got like 30 seconds. Give me your best shot,
Yep.
and then we're going to bed. Oh, 9:30. Your 30 seconds is up.
Oh no.
It's a short 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Archie.
Oh yeah, I don't
Weathering?
care about any watch stuff. So
I
yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
On that note, I think we'll end it.
Oh man.
Damn.
Well, yes. Oh, Jocko, get your buddy who wants to come to actually give his RSVP. Because then we're down to 3.
Nice. I think you got to end on Lawnmower Man. What's going on?
Oh, the lawnmower man, the neighbor.
He showed up last week because his belt came off of his lawnmower blade.
It's belt driven. Wow. All right.
Yeah, they all
Yeah.
are.
It's
Oh,
got
they are?
three.
Okay.
It's got 3 blades, and the 2 outer ones. There's a pulley in the center, and it's got a belt.
Oh, okay. It's a
Use
right
the
on.
outer
Yeah.
blades?
Okay.
Yeah,
That
it's a
makes
right on, He showed up wanting us to help him, and then Dan, I think you left early that day, and I was there by myself, and he came back. He came back.
I've told myself I'm going to tell him no next time.
It's hard.
I'm
to tell
sorry,
him no.
but like he's
Mm.
like there's being neighborly and there's a limit, right?
Yeah.
And this is purely a one-sided relationship. It is. He is coming to us and getting free
He is.
labor.
Yeah, it is. It is.
No, he's giving us entertainment.
No, he's not.
He's giving us, you and me, Gabe, not.
True. Yeah, that's
we
Dan
started.
Josh.
We started setting the doors to lock after they've been idle for 5 minutes because we didn't
Yep.
want him just walking in because he'll just walk in.
Yeah.
And
No.
it's always when we're in the middle of something. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, honestly, that might be the way to do it. Is just shove a camera in his face.
That might.
You're on-
That might.
It's like you have no choice. You're on my
Just
property.
pretend you're filming a video and be like, "Oh, the neighbor showed up. Everybody say hi to the neighbor."
Yeah.
We need to
You
do
might as
that,
well.
Dan. Everybody can
But-
meet him.
Oh my god.
He'll be
Have
back.
a waiver for him to
Probably
sign and
this week.
everything.
No, he doesn't have to sign. Dude, he's on my property. He entered my building without my permission.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, you totally got to film that.
Like he has no rights.
Yep.
He's on my property.
Oh, you can clickbait that title, like trespasser at the stub. Like-
Oh lord.
oh, I love it.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, we're way over now. All right.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Cheers.
There you guys.